All right. Key benefits of fasting. Let's dig in. So, there's some really great things to know as overall themes for fasting. It's flexible and it is a universally accessible way to care for yourself. It also is a cost-free solution. You don't have to spend any money in order to fast. In fact, you'll be saving money, right? That's usually pretty welcome. Another thing is that it's simple and accessible. People can actually do this wherever they are, however they live. There are also significant health benefits. Oh, just a lot of them, right? It's also powerful and effective. So good to know. And it is backed by science. This is a win in all directions. So let's go back to the first point I made, which is about flexibility and universality. This can work with any diet. However it is that you're eating, intermittent fasting can be used. If you're a plant-based eater, if you're an omnivore, if you're eating paleo, keto, low carb, high carb, whatever you're doing, it can absolutely work. And I would encourage you to focus on a healthy eating regimen, not junk foods, please. Real whole foods, right? Intermittent fasting focuses on the timing of your eating, the timing of your meals, timed windows for eating. And another way I talk about it is timed windows for healing, not the type of food that you eat. It's also compatible with dabbling with other kinds of eating. If you wanted to try different things within a certain time frame, why not, right? Just open up your world for good options for eating. Other options here are the fact that the schedules are customizable when it comes to fasting. You can adapt the length of time you spend fasting. You could fast for 24 hours, for 20 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours, whatever's going to work for you based on your personal preferences and your goals for your health. I encourage you to look at all the resources that are available. There are a lot now. I go into a lot of detail about this so you can do it safely and to know what to expect and to be prepared. All right, let's talk about the money aspect. This is a cost-free solution. It's an easy way to care for your health. You don't have to spend even a penny to do it. This helps you to save money. It reduces the need to spend money for groceries or if you're a person who snacks or any special dietary products. It really simplifies and can streamline what you're eating. So if you need some support that way or some ideas, fasting can be your friend. Another reality is that it uses the body's fat stores. So you're actually burning the energy you've already got stored elsewhere in your body. This is a great way to talk about metabolic flexibility, the idea that your body can easily move from fat burning to fat storage mode. For some people, they're stuck in fat storage mode, and fasting can help them get back to fat burning mode so that there's an easy switch between the two. And that can take time to develop. It probably took time for it to be a problem. It might take time for it to heal, but it's worth it to put that focus on there. So fasting is going to tap into the stored energy, either of the body's fat or excess glucose, excess blood sugar, without the need for external anything, and that includes supplements. It's really simple. All right. Another thing to look at here is how accessible this is and straightforward, right? You don't need any special equipment, no special products, no particular meal plans, calorie calculations, special apps, tech gizmos, etc. There's just no need for that. It's pretty simple. You're not eating for a specific time period throughout the day and night. It's easy to follow. You choose your fasting and feeding window. I always think of the fasting window as a timed window for healing. That's one way to look at it. And to make sure that when you are feeding, when you are eating, that you're eating quality, wholesome foods. So some people talk about it in terms of numbers. So they'll call it a 16-8, for instance, fasting and feeding window, referring to 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours during which they can have their meals for a feeding window. You'll see this referred to in the literature a lot of different ways, or online, etc. So that's what they're talking about, okay? Convenience. It's straightforward. It's going to save time on meal prep, eating, cleaning, shopping, preparing, um, all the things, right? And then afterwards, just the need to manage whatever it was you were having for food. You probably are going to delete one meal and maybe all the snacks throughout the day, whatever's making sense for you. So if you go to your feeding window, your timed window for eating, that's when you're going to have your food and there's less of it because you're just not eating as often throughout the day. Easy peasy. All right, some other health benefits. For many people, this is a straightforward way to either lose weight to get to a healthy weight range and or to manage their weight, which is welcome. Many people struggle, and it's one of those things where the foods and the way they've been designed and corrupted have really been nobody's friend. So it's not a surprise at all that many people struggle, and this is a way to break free of that. It supports that fat loss from the body by forcing the body to preferentially burn stored energy during fasting. So it's going to tap into your body's fat stores, and if there's excess blood sugar, it's going to tap that too during the periods of extended fasting. It also helps you to enjoy better control if you have diabetes, especially type 2 diabetes and prediabetes. It's going to help to lower your blood sugar levels naturally by reducing the glucose, the blood sugar in the bloodstream. It also opens up the potential for drug-free type 2 diabetes remission and reversal. Diabetes remission, type 2 diabetes remission, to be clear, I'm talking about type 2 diabetes remission. That is defined as an A1C of 6.4 or less. Type 2 diabetes and A1C is 6.5 or higher. That's how you get the diagnosis. And in the case of remission, if you've already been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes with an A1C of 6.5 or higher, now, to get to remission, once your A1C gets to 6.4, 6.0, 5.7, in that range, that's remission. If it gets to 5.6, if your A1C gets to 5.6 or lower, that's considered diabetes reversal. I'm talking about type 2 diabetes, to be clear, not type 1. And then another benefit is overall wellness. May reduce the risk of obesity-related diseases, which is a great thing. Having excess levels of blood sugar chronically can absolutely a person to be at risk for becoming over fat or overweight. And I'm making that distinction because in many parts of the world, people with type 2 diabetes are actually quite lean in body type appearance. They may literally be fat on the inside, but thin on the outside. So it's called TOFI, thin on the outside, fat on the inside. In the US, typically people with type 2 diabetes, 60% or so, 65%, tend to have excess body weight that's easy to see on the outside, whereas others who are lean will have that excess body weight, body fat in their belly, around their organs, that visceral fat. So whether or not it's obvious someone has excess fat around their organs, the bottom line is that type 2 diabetes absolutely can have a big overlap with issues related to obesity. And intermittent fasting is a healing tool, a way to help deal with the whole situation. All right. Some other things to think about is that intermittent fasting is very effective and powerful. It's adjustable to the results that you desire. So if shorter fasting windows really aren't effective for you, you might increase the fasting duration for more power and for better results. It could be more effective that way. And it is quite universally useful and effective. Anyone who's implementing intermittent fasting can benefit from it, regardless of where they live here on planet Earth, their budget, or their lifestyle. And then finally, the backing of the world of science. There's emerging research, there's long-term research, and then there's the fact that this has been around for thousands of years, and many cultures and traditions around the world incorporate fasting, whether it is an annual practice or a more frequent practice. The whole idea of intermittent fasting and timed windows for eating, I call them time windows for healing. This is something that has worked for people since time was recorded, right? So it shows the potential of intermittent fasting to treat conditions like type 2 diabetes without medication. So if you're looking to do something about type 2 diabetes, maybe you've recently been diagnosed and you really don't feel so great about going on medicine as a first-line therapy, consider trying intermittent fasting as a place to start. As long as you actually do it, see what works for you. It's also validated by experts of many walks of life, whether they're in the field of medicine or physiology, fitness, all kinds of experts, and it's recognized also by institutions like the American Diabetes Association and other research organizations. All right, so what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you find this video helpful, please like it and subscribe. Kindly share it with others. This way you can help me grow this channel and reach folks with this information. Thank you so much. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Please take great care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish.